Miss Madison here, and today we're going to be making a ladybug on a leaf. So here is what you'll need for this project. You need 4 sheets of construction paper, red, green, white, and black. You'll need some green markers, any types of shades you want, and 1 black marker. You need scissors, glue, it can be any type, I just used gel. You can also use these craft jewels, but they are optional, and a pencil. So that's all you need except for the tracers, which we'll show in the next step. So next you need a medium-sized circle, which I'm just using a top from a candle that was in my house. And you need something to form a smaller circle. So I just have a salt and pepper shaker here. You can use anything from around your house for this. I'm just gonna take the red construction paper here and we're gonna fold it in half. You want to fold it in half hamburger style, like this. Then we're going to cut along this line here so that we have 2 sheets of paper. Once you do that, you should have 2 pieces of paper that are about this size, and you're just going to set one of them to the side, and you can use that for a different craft later. This is just to conserve paper. We're going to take the bigger circle, and we're going to trace it twice on this red construction paper. So you should have 2 circles on your half of red construction paper, and then you're going to cut them out. So now you should have 2 circles cut out, and you're just going to set those aside for now. And we're going to take our black construction paper and do the same thing, fold it in half hamburger style. Now we're going to cut down this middle line again so we have 2 sheets of paper. Okay, now once you have 2 sheets of paper, you're going to set one of them aside, and you can use that for another craft later. And we're just going to take this and trace one of these circles on it. You're going to want to put it towards the end of your paper so you leave some room for more stuff that we have to trace later. So next you're going to use your smaller tracer to trace a smaller circle right next to it. So you should have your 2 circles next to each other and a little bit of excess on the end. So what you're going to do is cut right next to this smaller circle so that you have a little bit of extra paper. So now you have your 2 circles and a little sheet of paper. So cut out these 2 circles. Okay, so now you should have 2 large red circles, 1 large black circle, and 1 tiny black circle. Now we're going to start the construction of the ladybug. You're going to take your 2 red circles and you're going to fold them in half. Like this. Kind of looks like a taco shell. Okay, so once they're both folded in half, you're going to put them on the black circle, just like this. So you're going to glue them like this so that a little piece of the black circle is visible still. So then after you glue these 2 half circles onto the black body, you're going to glue the head, or the small circle, behind the body, and then it should look like this. So that little piece of black construction paper that we had before when we used to cut out the 2 circles, we're going to use that now, and you're just going to cut tiny strips. They don't have to be perfect at all, but they should look like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to roll them. So we're going to take the end of this and you're just going to roll it along here, like this. Okay, so you have this little rolled up part, so you're just going to keep rolling it up. You can think of it as wrapping this longer part around. Just keep doing that. And eventually you'll get something that looks like this. And we're gonna make a few of these. You wanna make 6 of these total. But every time that you make one, you want to glue it on top of here. Probably more up here. Something that I found helps is if you take, once you get to the end here, if you just glue this end part on top of here, then it makes it much easier to glue it down onto the ladybug. So I finished half of it here, and as you can see, there's 3 on this side, so we're just going to do the other side, and then we're going to decorate it with these red jewels. So then when you're done with all that, you should have something that looks like this. As you can see, I just put the jewels between them, but again, the jewels is optional. You can also draw on dots with your black marker. Then you're just gonna get some of that scrap paper. I'm just gonna make legs and antennae for my ladybug. So for the antennae, and I just drew these circle with a rectangle body kind of. So now I just have these two little antennae, and I'm just gonna put that on the back of the ladybug's head. For the legs, I just cut out 6 strips of paper from the scraps, and they're all about the same size. I just glued the legs behind the ladybug, and you should get something that looks like this. And now we're going to make the leaf. So you're again gonna take your green construction paper and fold it hamburger style. Now you're gonna cut this out. Now you should have 2 pieces of green construction paper, and again, you're gonna set one of them aside to use for a later craft. So you have your half of paper. So you're just gonna draw a leaf on it. You wanna make sure that your leaf is big enough for the ladybug to fit on it. This is my leaf. Once your leaf is cut out, you're going to take any of these green markers that you have and just put some designs on your leaves. This is the part where you really get to be creative. You can do whatever you want to your leaf. So this is my leaf. As you can see, I used many different green markers on it. I'm then going to just glue the ladybug right on top of the leaf. So just glue that right on there, and then we're gonna make the ladybug's eyes, and then we're done. So once your ladybug is on the leaf, like this, you're just gonna set that aside, and we're gonna make the ladybug's eyes, and that's the last step. So take out your white construction paper, just cut off a little piece from the end, a little strip of paper, and this is all you're gonna need for the eyes. You can put the rest aside for another craft. So what I'm just gonna do is draw 2 tiny circles on here. Once your circles are drawn, you're just gonna take your black marker that we had earlier and add the little pupils in. Your eyes should look like this, and we're just gonna cut them out and glue them on the ladybug. Okay, and this is the finished product. Your little ladybug on the leaf.